Hi, everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
Happy Sunday drive.
Happy Sunday drive. The drive to, who knows?
We don't know where. So, well, we always say we're fitting these in between actual real life appointments. And that's, I think that's important for people to know, is that we don't just sit here on camera all day and do stuff like this. So literally, we were at a listing that's getting ready to come on the market, and they're having a pre-listing inspection done. So we were there to meet with the inspector to let him in and make sure everything started off smoothly. And so on that route, because of where we are located, we decided, well, we'll fit in our Sunday drive now. So this is actually an example of a little bit older neighborhood. These homes. So my client's home, let's just use that one as the example. They were the original owners, but the home was built in 1990. Yes. So how old is that now? So we're talking,
Well, now I would have to do math. So 32 years.
32 years. So
Math score.
Math score.
Boom.
Well done. Congrats.
Thank you.
But this is an example. If all of these homes are kind of in or around that same timeline, this is what an older, more established neighborhood looks like. Now we're out in, we're technically in Orlando, but
it's Ocoee.
It's Ocoee, yeah. And you'll notice that a lot of times with communities that will have an Orlando address, like Dr. Phillips. Yeah. Dr. Phillips. Yes.
I'm so nervous. There's FIBOs all this community. I came to the other day, and like the Dukes of Hazzard everywhere. So they're not very bright.
No, they're not.
And neither is she. So it's Yes, I did. It was a joke. She's very bright. So there's a speed bump up there.
I see.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, I appreciate the reminder.
So I love communities like this. And by the way, to be here in Orlando / Ocoee, we saw some hills.
Yep.
We always go back to the trees. To have more established trees is always just really nice.
It is.
And so, very nice. So we're going to come out to Clermont Ocoee Road is where we're going to end up next. And we put the GPS in just to go to Ocoee High School. Yeah.
So. And what's nice is that if you travel down 429, which is definitely a route that most of us who live in this, Apopka, Ocoee, Winter Garden, area, you're going to be utilizing 429. So the Clermont Ocoee exit off of 429 takes you out right here. By the way, just a point of interest, one of my favorite things that's not too far from here is a large furniture store called City Furniture.
Yes, that's true.
So City Furniture, if you are looking for a furniture store,
just look for a big pile of Amy's money. Because she dropped it there. Sorry.
No, I liked I like that furniture store because it's so large, and what I don't like about it is that it's so large. And in my brain, I feel like furniture should be categorized differently than they have it displayed. But it's also a place where there's cookies and you can get a little beverage, and by beverage I do mean perhaps a glass of wine.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, I think they're still doing that. Anyway.
Cool.
But, so not that that's necessarily our intended destination.
Oh my God.
I said intended.
Inside the marriage, ladies and gentlemen. What that means is we're going to City Furniture.
No, we're not.
Oh my God.
No,
we're going to City Furniture.
No, we're not. But just as we drive down this road, we'll just kind of point out a few things that are to the right and left, because this is not our normal neck of the woods that you see up and down Avalon Road in the Winter Garden Horizon West area. So now we're Clermont Ocoee,
Golden Gate Equestrian. Look at that.
Nice. Wow. It's nice, right? I wish the horses were out there.
Yeah, nice. It's too hot.
It is.
That's another thing we're going to talk about today.
Speaking of heat, holy freaking moly. But before we do that, do you think that on this Sunday drive we can show some pictures of the gorgeous grasshoppers that we just saw?
Yes, absolutely. I'll put it
Oh my gosh. So out front of my client's home, Eric came in and he's like, okay, you have to get up and come look at the most gorgeous grasshopper.
When was the last time I called you and said you have to come outside to see a bug? They're beautiful. You can see them. They're on the screen.
Yeah, they're really pretty. And
it's just, by the way, welcome to Ocoee.
Yeah, so there you go. It's almost like that's Mineola, Clermont, where it's like, okay, Orlando, Ocoee, like we just popped right into.
And you know that when we're in Hamlin, I always think, and so that's pretty well known. In my head, when I hear Ocoee, do you know what I think?
You think about what our
good friend Jack Diamond. We're very blessed to be friends with Jack Diamond from Hollywood Studios for many, many years, and he describes Ocoee. He says, Ocoee, the center of beautiful living, because Orlando is the city beautiful, and so I don't know if that's their slogan or what, but it is now because he said it, and he said it so well.
He should have just coined that phrase.
I'll see if I can get him to send me a recording of him saying it. So
yes. So Arden Park, which is Lennar, that community is kind of up here and off. We didn't pass it, did we?
We might have.
We might have.
I passed it. We passed a sign for it.
Oh, did we? We probably did.
Is that it over there?
Maybe, yeah. I wasn't.
We're so in tune.
I wasn't paying attention.
I think it's up here on the right.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, which, by the way, is a beautiful entrance. I think we've done a Sunday drive through there before. Yep.
No.
Okay. But Arden Park is out in that direction. And then this coming up here is going to be is going to be basically the little intersection to get you back. I can't speak today. The intersection to get you back onto 429.
Yes.
Which will, of course, take you to the turnpike and which will get you anywhere you need to go. But so this is really, I think, nice to see. So that section back behind us.
Arden Park right there.
There it is.
There
okay, good. Okay. So Arden Park, back over here in this direction.
There's a dude on a recumbent bike. I like that I know to say recumbent. It's a word that I enjoy saying. Say it. See how it feels.
Recumbent?
Recumbent. Nice. I wish I was recumbent. I think we got to give America what they want. Well, the world, really. An update on my butt. It still really hurts.
I know, but you just need to go to the doctor. And
okay, I called the doctor. Okay, let's do a little. I'm going to name the health. I called Orlando Health. Well, you have to enter, make an appointment, right?
Right.
So make an appointment, and you say I want an appointment. Then they call you. So they called me the next day, and then the call got disconnected, and they never called me back. But I don't have their number.
Right.
So now I've just suffered. So anyway, I promise I'll do it.
I wasn't yawning because of your story.
I'm telling you about my okay. Nice.
Woe is me. No,
Forest Lake Estates, Lazy Pine Drive. I like the name of that.
Lazy Pine Drive, yes.
So anyway, so that's the update on my butt. It's just old.
We feel fulfilled. Thank you.
But give me an update on the heat. Which circle of hell are we in?
I know.
It's in the 90s. It's not terrible.
No, but your body starts to become a bit more acclimated to it as you go.
Yes.
But I will tell you that, I don't know how men do it when they're working, so the inspector that
women work outside too. Come into the 21st century. You say, I don't know how men do it when outside working.
No, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You interrupted me.
I was being a feminist advocate.
No, you interrupted me.
Sorry.
You didn't even let me finish what I was saying.
Okay. I'm anti-feminist. I'm saying I was then because I cut you off.
Inside the marriage?
Yes.
Okay.
Shut up.
Done. Yes.
Inside the marriage. Shut up. Okay.
No, I'm saying, for instance, sometimes when men work outside, their uniform is still a longer sleeve shirt with long pants.
I understand what you're saying.
Women's work uniforms, if it's a uniform, can be more of a skirt or dress-based or short-sleeve shirts or tank shirts
I
even.
Get what you're saying.
So, shut it. But that's kind of my point, is that that's not fair. I think men should also be able to, like in the sales centers or things, they should be allowed to wear shorts if women are allowed to wear skirts.
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
You're rude.
Well...
Okay, moving on. All
so
right, so
let's talk about our upcoming impending divorce.
So that was the intersection. We just passed that little intersection over there. You
can probably not see it. Lake Apopka is in the distance, like it's all water over those trees.
Over the trees. Now over to the right.
Just a little storage action.
I'm sorry.
What is going on? Whenever I start speaking, there's a Wendy's and a Taco Bell.
And we didn't stop it either. Yes, because there's a McDonald's up here.
Okay.
On the left.
We're not stopping yet, though.
No, I know. But anyway, back there is the Meritage community, the townhome community that we featured before.
Forest Lake something.
Forest Lake, yeah. They have some beautiful townhomes.
Townhomes with golf course views.
Yeah, it's like really nice. So, but take a look. So this is really nice, right? So you've got, your Walgreens, you've got all the things that you need. Dunkin' Donuts, Walgreens, McDonald's. Back there you had Wendy's and KFC, Taco Bell, I think.
Yep.
So we're kind of just, again, in this Ocoee area. I'm going to slow down because it does have a little thing in here.
And we're giving you, pricing as we go by these neighborhoods. I'll put pricing up just so you can kind of get a sense of where the last, and when we do that, we're really just, I go into the MLS and we find, the last 6 months of sales, or sometimes we do the last 10 sales, and just an average per square foot. That doesn't tell you a ton, but it tells you the average sale. So that are we in the 300s, 400s, 500s, 600s, wherever we are.
Yeah.
But this is lovely.
Yeah, so this is the Crown Point with Mattamy back.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Ocoee High School to our left.
There it is. Home of the Knights.
Home of the Knights. And that's really kind of just, but you want to go back and scoop back to the community?
Yeah, sure. Do what you feel.
So I'll make a UE only because...
There's not another entrance up here?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know that they were putting a second entrance. Well, we could try and see. I just don't want to get caught in school getting out.
For example, that person out there waiting to be the crossing guard, he has long pants on.
Right, that's what I'm
saying. So that is your point.
That is my
now
point.
Understand.
Okay.
If you turn around, it's fine, but I mean, we sort of see what...
Yeah, sure.
It definitely looks like a Mattamy community.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is a no outlet, so I need to loop.
Just loop-de.
I'm going to loop-de-loop.
High school.
I sang that song the other day to Elizabeth because I wasn't sure if anyone knew that.
Sing it for us now.
I'm not going to sing it right.
Here we go, loop-de-loop.
Right.
Here we go, loop-de like that. There are many songs that we would sing to our children.
Yes, anyway. Okay, so that's a Mattamy Homes community over there. That they're closed out, long since closed out. Ocoee High School over here to our right. This is, by the way, still Orange County. So if you're thinking about what school is this in, this is still in the Orange County area. So if you're looking on a map, where Ocoee is in relation to, say Winter Garden, what's really nice about this area in Ocoee is that if we were just to keep driving, we're in downtown Winter Garden.
Where are you going?
Where did you want me to go?
I thought you were going into Crown whatever.
Oh, I thought you kind of blew it off like you can just tell it's a Mattamy community.
No, I didn't. Then why'd you turn around? Oh, because you had to turn around.
I have to, because there's no outlet. Do you not know where you are?
No. Mostly, I'm just
failing.
I'm Elaine from Seinfeld. The heat. My God, the heat. When we do these drives, we have to turn the air conditioner mostly off because the fan blows on the thing. And it's just hot.
Right.
It's hot.
It is hot. So you know what else we could talk about?
What?
The last month of school.
Okay. Good topic.
You want to? Let's go down to Ocoee
Road. Yes, let's talk about the last month of school. And this is a great one because if you're not from here, and all over the country, all over the world, people have different traditions and things that they do for school. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I'll let you explain. What is the last 2 weeks and now further week of our son, who's a junior in high school? Right. What has his school schedule been like?
Okay, so again, this is the schools here. Every school division across the country is going to have their own things that they do. But obviously, the end of the year is going to consist of final exams. We call them finals. I think they call them EOCs here, which is your end of course exam.
Yes.
But you also have, generally speaking, standardized testing if those are still happening. So you have, and then also SATs and ACTs for those juniors and college-bound kids. So it's just a whole host of just different kinds of tests and exams, except that almost every single day is completely wasted,
right?
Because so let's just
start with this. Start with what was last Wednesday?
Yeah,
the big event.
Well, so last Wednesday was the senior walkout.
Right, senior walkout.
So first of all, they don't get out of school. I think the 25th is their last day, or the 24th. So they still have a couple more days of school
as
left.
We're recording this, it actually happened before because
we had to record this early.
Yes.
Okay, so like the 24th and 25th is their last day of actual school. But the seniors had senior walkout 2 weeks earlier.
Yes, 2 weeks before.
And then they graduated already.
Right.
Everyone else is still in school.
Right.
But in high school...
They graduated, 10 days before the last day of school for everyone else.
But those end-of-course exams, like our son, he's in classes that are not just junior-specific, that have seniors in them.
Yeah, he has AP statistics, but half of the class was seniors.
Right.
So they've literally not done anything.
They're watching movies. And every single day... They have some sort of an altered schedule. All of that's normal. We've all gone through that.
And they have to because there's end of course exams. And they do the end of course exams for English on a certain day.
Right.
So if you don't have that test to take, or if English is not a good example because everyone has English generally. But if it's a subject that you don't have, can you wake up, please?
Sorry.
People tune into these things for our energy and verve, and yet. Okay, anyway, so it's tension and the heat. It's not a bored or tiredness. It's probably fatigue. Okay, anyway,
go ahead.
But so in order to get all of these students, because there's 4,000 students at the high school, I think, maybe 3,000, but it's a lot. They have to do something. So, but if you don't have a test that day, then you are in one of your classes for 3 or 4 hours, and then you go to each other class for 20 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. So I don't think that we're complaining. I don't think that we're certainly not offering a suggestion.
No.
It's just you've got to kind of know it and plan for it. For instance, my son. So if you've got kids that are high school age, you kind of know. Maybe people don't know this. One of the things we've done with all of our kids is like some colleges you can apply with rolling admissions on August 1st before your senior year. we always do that with our kids to get them into one college, because what it does is it has the effect of lightening the load, right?
Right.
But the other effect it has is it makes your junior year the critical year.
Right.
Because then you're being evaluated for colleges. And, I mean, for most colleges it's that way anyway, because you submit the application before your grades are in anyway, senior year. But so junior year is really important. So you have to be thinking ahead of time with your junior to say, look, you got to really work hard through April 10th, because then everything's going to shut down for whatever. So there's also no opportunity to make up.
Yeah, there's not a lot of grade
for anything.
time.
Yeah, there's like, if you're like, oh, well, I'm one point from an A. It's like, well, there's no time to make up for it, because there's no more tests, no anything. So it's frustrating because they're required to go, but they're not actually doing anything, and I'm frustrated for the teachers.
Me too, but so for instance, at our school where he goes, and probably many of them, if your teacher is proctoring one of those exams, then you go to the cafeteria and you sit in the cafeteria during that class period.
Right.
And let's say that you have 3 absent teachers, or one of them is proctoring an exam and then the other 2 don't have subs for the day. That's where you go. So,
and we do have a teacher shortage and a shortage of subs, so they end up in the cafeteria a lot.
They do, and that's not cool. So it's, I think my question is how do we keep, and I know this isn't really real estate related, but how do we as parents and as a community keep our kids motivated to go to school when it seems like it's kind of irrelevant as to whether or not they are even there in person or not?
Yes.
And I don't have a solution, and I'm not really criticizing. I'm just saying I think it's a new fact that we have to deal with, and hopefully, and that's a shame. I think about all of those. So our 4 children had the same kindergarten teacher, Val Stitt.
What's up?
I love Val Stitt.
Oh, she's the greatest.
She set all 4 of our children on a wonderful path of the love of learning. And had we not had her, our kids would have been on a different path. I think
that's true.
I do.
And by the way, Val Stitt, who won't see this probably, but what a thing to say.
Yes.
20 years after the first kid of ours, met her.
Yeah.
What a thing to say.
Just for funsies.
Wow, we appreciate you. I'm going to send you a note somehow.
Yeah,
wow.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
It's but think about, we talk about what COVID has done to everyone, right? But think about, I thought about, our daughter Elizabeth. She was graduating as a graduate of 2020, so she didn't get the graduation. It also affected our son because, he had a freshman year, but not really a sophomore year, right? Is that right? Or is it not?
Really sophomore? I mean, this.
Oh, it was the freshman year. He went for spring break, and then they never came back, and then the next year was all virtual, and it's all been kind of crazy.
It's been hard. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, of course, it's been hard for everybody. Everyone's going to have their own story. Yeah. So again, not kind of being.
It's just be prepared if you're thinking of moving here.
Yeah.
That's how the last part of school goes.
It's
and as far as education goes, I think you'll agree with me that we believe children are our future, right? You got to teach them well, and sometimes you got to let them lead the way, right?
You do. Whitney.
Anything else you have to say about that?
No.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them.
No.
No.
I knew it was coming.
There's a rubber chicken on the back of that truck.
There is a rubber chicken on the back of that.
What do you think that means?
I don't know.
Now, so there's plenty of people that open their minds to conspiracy theories. Don't be one of those people. Somebody's like, the rubber chicken. It means that truck is. I don't know. Los Pollos Hermanos. You don't know what that means, do you?
No.
Okay. Breaking Bad.
Okay, cool.
And Better Call Saul.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, I think they're bored of us by now.
I'm bored of us.
So that
You've been yawning the whole time.
Sorry, I'm bored of us. No. So that was our little trip through Ocoee. And again, sometimes it's just nice to see some of the older areas, some communities that have a little bit more maturity to them. And again, just because the home that our clients are going to sell is not new construction does not mean that it's not still a wonderful, solid, fantastic home.
Yes.
And I tend to be the person who likes to do a pre-listing inspection just
with an older home.
Yeah, just to kind of, make sure, do we know what's going on in the home? Is everything looking good?
Well, and it gives such peace of mind to a buyer, because when they come to see the house, you can say, well, yeah, this house is 32 years old. Here's an inspection we had done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're going to get it inspected anyway as well, but it's peace of mind, because the unknown with an older home is, what condition the roof in, how's the AC, all of those things.
The AC,
so,
back to the heat.
Back to the heat.
That was a nice way to tie
that was. So now, so we're turning. What am I? That's Colonial. So this is Route 50.
Yep.
So if we keep heading down this, if we keep heading down this way, we're going toward Winter Garden.
Yes.
So I'm certain that we're going to a McDonald's somewhere.
We are.
Or somewhere that has Diet Coke, because that's how we do. But just to wrap up the school thing, the thing with the kids is we got to give them a sense of pride to make it easier, and let the children's laughter remind us how they used to be. You wrap it up. I'll take it out.
All right, guys. Jeez.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail.
All right. Go. Jeez. Oh my God. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay well. Remember, we love you. Oh my.
Somebody's got to love me, not them. We love them.
All right. We love you. Happy house hunting.